Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, home service business owners, do you ever feel like you just work and work and work, but you're not really getting anywhere? Maybe you feel like you're working and maybe you're kind of moving one direction, but it's not quite the direction you want to go. Well, I talked to a lot of home service business owners, and good news is you're not alone if that sounds familiar to you. And here in the video today, I'm going to share some great ideas on how you can overcome that sort of issue. First of all, quick introduction. My name is Paul Cantrell. I am the creator of the Home Services Business Owners Success System, or the B.O.S.S program, where our goal is to stop being a slave to your business and become the boss, be in control of your business and your life. Um, if you missed the video yesterday, go back and take a look at it. It provided a great overview of some of the topics that we cover as part of the B.O.S.S program. Today, I'm going to deep dive into one of those. But first, also want to remind you if you have any uh, home service business owner friends out there that are looking to grow their business and make it better, share this video or share our group with them. I'd love to have them join us. Also, please, comment, like, share everything that we always ask you to do here with our videos, and we certainly appreciate that as our goal is to reach as many people as we can with this great information. So with that, I'm going to share a little bit here. And as I said, this is part of the business owner success system. It's been about 20 years helping businesses grow and make more money, and built this program around all of that knowledge and working with folks over the last couple of years, especially in the home service industry. Again, in the video I did yesterday, we talked about the B.O.S.S framework. There are 7 elements here, but really what I want to focus on today is the first one, which is the defining your vision of the future. This is super important. You might think that you have a good idea of what you want to do in your business, and a lot of this is around defining your vision, defining your mission, defining your goals, and I'll talk some more about that here in a little bit. But the reason why this is so important is, a lot of business owners are really just working day by day. As I mentioned at the top of the call, they're really just trying to figure out, want to grow, want to be more successful, but they don't really have an endpoint in mind or a goal that they're chasing. And because of that, they end up probably wasting a lot of time, maybe doing things that really aren't that important or just aren't as important as others to get what they want. So I want to talk today about the importance of defining a clear vision and goals for your business and some of my tips on the best way to do that. So, with that, I will jump in here. I think just some of the biggest pieces here around defining your vision, and you've probably heard people talk about this. The first piece here is kind of what is your why. As I always say, the why you're in business is a lot more important than how you're going to do everything. If you don't have a good, strong why behind your business, you're going to find it to be probably more challenging to succeed. So try to come up with a good reason for your business and go beyond just, I'm running this business to have some more free time and pay my bills and be able to take a vacation. Those are great whys, but try to drill down a couple of levels. Why is that important to you? What is it in your life that has gotten you to this point that you really wanted to run this business and you want this business to be successful? Some people have a mission even outside of the business. They want this business to be successful because they want to use the money to help their community or help some group that they're a part of, and the business is just a side piece of it almost. So think about your why. Why are you really in this business? And try to go a few levels deep into exactly what is behind that. And when you really uncover that, sometimes it'll be very insightful for you, and it'll help drive you a lot more as you're kind of having challenges in your business. So once you've got that done, I do want to talk a little bit about your values. So this is, what do you value both personally and in your business? I found that most successful business owners, their personal values and their business values probably better be aligned. If you value different things at home than you do at work, you're probably going to have some conflicts and some challenges So think about what those are. Values are things like, a lot of companies will say, we value honesty and good work and customer satisfaction, and those are great. But try to think of some unique ones, some things that really define your company, help your company stand out from all the others in your industry that are saying a lot of the same things. Another reason that this is important is, a lot of people struggle with hiring folks and getting a team that really believes in the business and wants the same things out of it that you do. By having these strong values defined and documented and sharing them with people, you'll automatically attract people that share your values. And that's just going to make a huge difference as you're building your team and, building people that are all moving in the same direction. You've all probably struggled with, you hire some new guy, he doesn't value being on time as much as you do, or, maybe he doesn't value the customer experience as much as you do, and it causes a lot of conflicts between you and them and the culture of the business. So think about what these values are, share them with everybody in your company, and especially as you're out hiring people, try to find people that share your values. The next piece of it here is your business sort of mission or vision. This ties a bit into your why that you're in business. I want you to think about some more specifics, and this is a little bit more, say, near term. So, like over the next year, the mission in our business is to accomplish a certain thing. This isn't just like a revenue goal. This should be a little bit of a deeper um, view of, why are we in business? What are we really trying to accomplish, in our community or in our families or in our lives? So think about what that is. Again, our coaching clients, we go through a lot of good examples and spend a fair amount of time making sure we have a really great mission statement and vision statement for the business. And they really do help get everyone moving in the right direction. The last part here, which comes up a lot, is around goals. A lot of folks I talk to say, yep, I've got goals. I'll ask them what they are. My goal is to, be selling $1 million a month in business over the next year, which that would be a great goal, and financial goals are certainly a part of it. But I really want to find out, what do you want out of the business? What do you want that business to look like? And and get excited about it. These goals should get you excited. We typically, as you'll do, is you'll break these into short term, medium term, and longer term goals. Your short term goals are probably more of those like 3 to 6 month goals. Um, you want to have some fairly specific financial goals and operational goals for your business. Um, then some of the medium term goals, say 1 to 3 years out. I want to see more organizational goals. Do you want to have a bigger team? Do you want your role to shift from, being out in the field and instead of being out in the field, spending more time, in the office doing some of that kind of work? Or are there certain jobs, you love the sales part of it, but you don't love other parts of it. You want your role to be, focused on certain areas. So those are some of those medium term goals that you really need to understand. Because as we go through and you're starting to build your strategies and your plans, they need to be moving towards that. As I said at the beginning, if you don't have good, clear goals, you'll find 3 years from now you're still doing the same thing you're doing now, and you never really got where you were trying to get to. So, defining those medium term goals are super important. Then the longer term goals, these could be 5, 10, 15 years even. What do you really want out of this business? Are you wanting to sell the business? Are you wanting to, you know, retire and hand it off to your kids? Are you wanting to, what do you really want out of this business? How should this business look? Again, what's your role? You know, how many locations do you want to have? What do you really see for this business in the longer term? This is where you can get a lot of excitement out of the business, and get yourself excited about the potential here, because that's really where you're going to fulfill your why and some of your old broader mission and vision for your business in the long term. So just a want to go through a quick overview of these. Again, we've got more details if you download the Boss PDF overview. I've got some more details and examples for these, so you'll get some more details there. And like I said, this is one of the big important things we do. It's the first step we work on with our coaching clients is going through answering these questions, making sure they're very clear on what they want out of the business, what they want out of the coaching program, so that we're all moving in the same direction. So, hope that gives you something to think about. You maybe came into this a few minutes ago thinking, I have goals, I know what I want out of my business. Maybe heard a few things here in the last few minutes that make you think a little bit more about it. And if you have any questions, want to talk about your goals, if you have good goals, I'd love to chat with you and talk through it. So before I run, I did just want to do a quick overview of the B.O.S. coaching program. I did talk about this a bit yesterday as well, and I'll cover it at the end of each of these videos for those that may not see them all. We really run through the different topics in the framework that I covered in the training yesterday. But we really start out with this mobilization, going through exactly what I just talked about today, clear goals and vision for your business. Based on that, we put together this sort of tailored improvement plan. We'll do some assessment, figure out where your strengths and weaknesses are, and put together a plan for 3 or 6 months, depending on the coaching program that you choose and exactly what we want to get out of this and where we need to focus. We'll then jump into really getting the growth engine started. So this is looking at increasing your leads through enhanced marketing strategies, increasing your sales close rates by optimizing your sales processes, and increasing the average revenue per customer. As we say, our minimum goal here is to increase your leads by 10%, your close rate by 10%, and your average revenue per customer by 10%. If we can do that, we'll bump your revenues up at least 33% just by doing that. And that's usually something that we can make changes pretty quick on. And people see some quick improvements there. We then move more into the profitability side of it. So this is more around how do you want to run your business? How do you make sure it's streamlined and running efficiently so that as you do grow, your costs are not growing even faster, and so you're actually making more profits, which is the ultimate goal here. And work on your team and just how you manage and run the business. So once we get through all those, our goals that you've got, great new confidence, excitement in your business. You're in control of your business. As I said, you're no longer a slave to it. Where I say that's where the business is really controlling you, but you now control that business. You're making the decisions. You know how those decisions are going to impact your results, and everything goes great from there. So that's just a quick view of the coaching program. There's a few different options through this, but if this sounds like something that could help you, I'd love to chat about it and see if it's a good fit for us all. So that's what I wanted to cover here today. Again, this was just the first of basically the next 7 or 6 days. I'll cover the other 6 topics as part of the B.O.S. framework, and we'll just dive into each of these topics a little bit. Again, join our Facebook group. I'm going to have this video on a few different platforms, but most of our content gets posted out in a Facebook group. I'll put the link to it in the comments for the video, so please join us there if you can. And certainly reach out to me through a direct message or email or however you can find me if you'd like to chat more about how we can apply some of this to your business. So thanks a lot for listening in, and tune in tomorrow and we'll talk more about marketing, which is one of the most popular topics in in this whole program. All right, thanks. Bye.